On February 17th, we have this new moon that is also a solar eclipse. And this is the first solar eclipse on the Leo Aquarius axis. And it is also influenced by Uranus. And sun eclipses are usually associated with new beginnings, big new beginnings and endings. But because of Uranus, it may arrive through these unusual circumstances or sudden ideas, because this earthquake is going on. But actually, that doesn't mean they come out of nowhere. In many cases, the ground has already been prepared. We already know, we may already now realize that which changes are coming, because Uranus has already been in this gate. It's going back and forth, and that's the last moment when he is there. So it's kind of showing us that if you were not prepared, it's your fault. You should have been prepared. I have been preparing you for almost a year. So it's just good to recall now what unexpected things happened to you during the last year. Let's not look at some concrete periods, because when these slow planets move, they move so slowly, and they make their influence so for such a long time that it can happen in different time periods for every one of us. But just think about what was the most unexpected thing to you, and that could pop up in February, in the middle of February. And but the main thing, I guess, is not it's actually not only something unexpected. The main theme is this Leo Aquarius axis, and that's the axis of ego and a group, again, me and society, and leaders and collectives. And because it is, I don't want to overwhelm with astrology. It's general. The general topic of this eclipse is about the fall of the leaders, or appearance of new leaders. And it's not only about the global perspective. It's also individually. It's first of all, strongly connected to the theme of the full moon, the ego and one's role in the society. And that's why a full moon was kind of preparing us for it. But it's also about holding my place in the society. We all are leaders in a way. I can be just sitting at home mother, and I am the leader at home because I'm leading other people. So where are you leading people, and where is this group where you are a leader? And see how it can happen that you see that your place is kind of shaken. Do I deserve leading further? Am I taking the right place? And just days around it, Saturn changes signs. On the 14th of February, it moves to Aries. And Saturn is the ruler of this eclipse. And Aries is a very ego-driven sign. So we have these questions of ego raised twice or even three times. So do I deserve the place I take? That's the main theme. It may be harsh to some of us, because some will face a negative answer. No, you don't. And for some, it may be very abrupt. But it doesn't influence everyone, of course. What's important is that eclipses often accelerate what is already in motion. They shorten the distance between the intention and consequence. So we may abruptly find that, oh, yeah, that's what I have to do, and just do it. And at the same time, it's not always freedom of choice. It's not always that we will have a choice to make this decision. It's like circumstances or the group forces us to make this choice. And some of us will have just to accept the choice made by someone else, because the group energy may decide for you. That's also a risk, and there is also an opportunity in there. And again, if we work through fears, if we think about our place, and then if we're not hectic ourselves, and we know how to protect our place as a leader, and if we feel that we truly deserve it, then we will not be removed. And what is also important is that the Saturn, the ruler of the eclipse, and eclipses themselves, they will influence us for 2 years for this in the same, more or less the same topics. So now we will see the first signs of what may be unfolding in 2 years. So what we have to do now, with all this plan of from fear, ego, role in the society, and protecting yourself, and then look in the future and look where our today's decisions or our past decisions can bring us strategically, because what is this period showing us is what will be developing in the long run. So kind of very important period. I don't think it will, as I said, not everyone will be influenced directly, but I believe that everyone can see the signs for themselves, because everyone will be affected by other eclipses during these 2 years, and by Saturn in these 2 years as it moves further. And here we can see these signs and sense what's coming. So, do we jump into individual signs?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, this eclipse season is especially significant to for all fixed signs, and these are Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. Aquarius, you have all these issues that we've talked about for almost an hour, the identity, the boundaries, the long-term direction theme, and you will be asked to define who you are becoming and where you are heading. So for you, it's really the time for serious strategic decisions. And remember that Saturn, it always requires this strategic thinking, and remember that they have your decisions now have long-term consequences. And the key question for you is simply what we've discussed: what kind of future version of myself am I committing to now? Am I committing to the powerful or powerless one? And that defines what I'm doing now. And it mostly may influence Aquarius who are born around eclipse. So it's the last days of Aquarius sign. But because it's the first eclipse in your sign, the other Aquarius can just check what's going on there and note what can happen later. And thinking you have such a handicap, you call it, all the rest that are not born in the middle of February, you have time. You have still time to prepare for your eclipses that are coming. So look around and be aware and think through this idea of your future you, future self. Leo, for you, this eclipse is concentrated around partnerships, and it can be personal and business and social, and just communicating with other people around you. And it may come with conflicts, or it may come with the realization that I cannot tolerate something anymore. It can also show some new opportunities for alliances, for new relationship, new partnership. But again, here is this great question. I think Lois had spoken of it. Where am I not compromising my true self just to keep these relationships, just to be in this book club? Where am I against others? For Taurus, it's more about career and professional status, and It may also come with the conflicts with the authorities and tension with boss, leader, with systems, but it also comes with clarity. I think Taurus, because Uranus is in Taurus, Taurus can notice these unexpected things better than others, and they expect them more than others because they have dealt with Uranus for 7 years. They already know what is weak and what is going to fall. So it may not be so unexpected for you. You may be thinking and rethinking about which role do I take, which status do I head for, which job or even profession do I want to execute further. So here we have the question, does my current work reflect who I am? So for Leo, it's relationship, others versus me, and for Taurus, it's my job, my role, my status, because that's the top of the horoscope for Taurus. Aquarius is the career thing, and it's not just career; it's just big goals. That's how we are seen, and that's also the people we are looking at when we seek advice and when we seek some authority. So this authority versus me, that's the question of the period. Yeah, and when I say period, again, eclipse, it doesn't influence us just for one day on the 17th of February, at least half a year. And then we have another eclipse that will unfold the themes of the first one. So it's a long story. Then we have Scorpio. For you, eclipse is happening in your foundations house. It means your inner security, your security in general, your home, your emotional base, your family, housing, relocation. It may also it may state the questions of moving, of relocating, and that's not a passive process. Yes, sometimes circumstances will tell you you have to move, but still it requires your personal activation of the topic. And you are the one who should be asking yourself, what gives me real stability? What do I want? What is stability for me? Because again, we are conditioned, and sometimes we think that stability is something different than what we actually need. So that's yeah, I have a few Scorpio friends, clients who don't see stability the same way that most of us, because for them stability is constant moving forward and constant achieving, stable achievement, but they need to move. So it's not exactly the stability and comfort. And